Everyone wants fast reflexes, perfect spray, crazy aim, but real pros win because they think smarter. They play mind games, not just gunfights. And that's what today's episode is about. Welcome back to episode 8 of our Tips and Tricks series. You already know the deal. Every episode, we take your gameplay a step higher. But today's one, this is where things get serious. Because in this episode, we're going deep into those smart, underrated tricks that most players never notice. But pros use them in every single fight. These 5 tips will completely change how you move, how you take cover, and how you outplay enemies even when you're low HP or stuck in open fights. Let's not waste time. Drop your like if you're ready, and let's start straight with tip number 1. Have you ever gotten stuck in a fight where no matter what you do, you just can't push? Enemies holding angles, throwing nades, not giving even a single chance to move? So here's what happened. We rushed the Recoil Tower squad house in PUBG. 2 enemies were upstairs, and my teammates and I were stuck downstairs. And bro, this was one of those sweaty fights. They weren't randoms. These guys knew how to hold an angle, how to prefire, how to trap you the moment you tried to rush. On top of that, there were enemies in the hill area nearby watching us closely, and some third parties from the other side of PUBG were trying to take free shots. Basically, we were surrounded. Now, in these situations, most players panic. They either camp too long and get naded, or they try to rush blindly and get clapped instantly. But here's where awareness changes everything. While everyone's focusing only on the footsteps and sounds, I'm constantly watching the kill feed, because it tells you what's happening around without even peeking. And then it happened. In the middle of this intense situation, I suddenly saw a line pop up in the kill feed. Enemy knocked by AWM, and I heard the AWM sound from the hills. Instantly, my brain clicks. That means someone from the hill area just knocked one of the guys upstairs. That's our moment. I quickly called my teammate. Bro, push now before they revive, and we rushed up the stairs together. The timing was perfect. The first guy peeked from the corner. We instantly lasered him down, and I immediately looked for the knocked one from the kill feed. And I confirmed that I killed him too. Now, only 2 were left, and we finished both easily. That entire fight flipped in seconds. Not because of aim, not because of luck, but because of awareness. I simply used the information from the kill feed and acted faster than they expected. That's what smart players do. They read the fight like a story, not just react to it. Keep your eyes open, use your mind, and you'll start clutching situations that used to feel impossible. Let's move on to tip number 2. You ever get trapped between 2 squads and feel like, yeah, bro, this is over. There's no way out. 1 squad above and 1 below. But instead of rushing, I hold my position. Because when 2 squads are close like this, they'll fight each other eventually. All I had to do was survive long enough for them to make the first move. And just like I predicted, it happened. The squad downstairs started pushing the ones upstairs. That's when I knew, this is my time. I quickly repositioned to catch the angle, waited for a few seconds, and as soon as they started rushing upstairs, I rushed in like a pro third party. The timing was perfect. I caught them mid-rush, cleaned the whole squad. That's how you survive impossible situations, not by aim or reflex, but by patience and awareness. All right, let's move on to tip number 3. You ever throw a random grenade and just hope it hits someone? But it never does. Well, what if I told you, you can actually predict where your enemy will move next and land that perfect nade like a mind reader? That's exactly what I did in this fight. And trust me, the enemy probably uninstalled the game after this one. So here's the situation. I landed in military base, C building, and I saw another guy landing in the next building beside me. Instantly, my brain locked in. All right, that's my first target. I looted quickly, grabbed whatever I could, and even threw a random nade at first just in case. Nothing happened, but I wasn't wasting time. I wanted that early kill. After looting a bit more, I started pushing towards his building, carefully listening to every footstep. This is where prediction comes in. Instead of chasing sounds blindly, I started reading his movement. I could tell when he was moving left, when he stopped, and when he jumped. I was building a mental map of where he was and where he'd go next. Then I heard that one sound that gave it away. He moved toward the corner to take TPP and check for me. That's when I knew exactly what he was about to do. I quickly pinned my grenade, cooked it just right, aimed near that corner, and released it at the perfect second. Boom! Instant knock. Just pure prediction and timing, no random luck. And the best part, he never even saw it coming. He thought he was playing safe behind the wall, taking TPP, but I had already read his plan before he even moved. That's the power of sound prediction and smart nades. And trust me, that guy definitely smashed exit match after that one. So next time you're in a 1 versus 1 early fight, don't just rush blindly. Listen to footsteps, predict their position, and throw your grenade where you know they'll move, not where they are. All right, let's move on to tip number 4. Have you ever had a full squad rush at you and you're just panicking? Like you instantly start running around thinking, bro, I'm dead, I'm dead. But what if I told you, in most 1 versus 4 situations, you don't need to push at all. You just need to hold your position and make them walk straight into your gun. I was in the school apartments, and suddenly a full squad rushed straight at me. Most players would panic and try to jump out the window or run for cover, but that's where the mistake starts. The real trick is to let them rush at you. So I held my position tight. The first guy came running up confidently, thinking it was an easy kill, but I was already pre-aimed with my UZI, and the moment he peeked, boom, instant knock, quick finish, no hesitation. Then the second guy came in, trying to take revenge, and he got the same treatment, knocked and finished. At this point, the last 2 got angry. You can literally feel it. They started pushing recklessly for revenge, but I didn't give them a chance. I knew they'd eventually rush me out of frustration, and that's exactly what happened. Both of them pushed at once. I read their timing, held my aim steady, and dropped them 1 by 1. Just like that, a clean 1v4 clutch without losing even a single HP. That's the power of holding smart instead of pushing blindly. All right, let's move on to today's last tip. Tip number 5. Have you ever gotten caught in the open, no cover, and an enemy already aimed at you, and your brain just screams, run? Well, guess what? That's the worst thing you can do, because in those do-or-die moments, running will just get you killed faster. So what's the smarter move? So here's what happened. I was stuck completely in the open, and the enemy was behind cover, already aiming at me. If I tried to move or run, I'd get shredded instantly. It was one of those moments where you either do or die. I quickly went prone, opened my scope, and aimed exactly at where he'd peek from, even in open fights. So the moment he peeked to shoot, I started spraying, full control, no shake, and killed him instantly. That one move completely flipped the fight in my favor. And here's another moment. It was a 1 versus 1 clutch. Last enemy hiding behind a small cover. I knew he'd peek soon, so again I went prone, scoped in, and waited patiently. The moment his helmet popped out, I sprayed and boom, knocked him before he could even react. That's the power of prone spray. And yeah, guys, I know spray and recoil control is not easy at all. You really need to master it, and that takes time, practice, and most importantly, your own sensitivity setup, not some random copied settings from YouTube or your friends. You have to find what works for you. Watch his video and make your own sensitivity. Because come on, man, nowadays everyone has their own sensitivity by now. And if you still don't have yours, what are you even waiting for? Click on this video showing on the screen right now and learn how to make your perfect custom sensitivity setup. And make sure to watch my other tips and tricks videos too. Trust me, they'll level up your gameplay instantly.